with them until they lose that job and never be able to work again if they keep messing with me. They don't know who I am. I'm just another person that don't want to be bothered by them. That doesn't want to be them always hanging on to me something. They've been trying ever since they could just to get me to talk about my business. So they can go back and tell it. I don't even talk to them because it's none of their business and it's that serious. It's that serious. And I'm tired of it. I need for them to get on my face and stay out. I don't need them. They thought I couldn't survive if I got out of there and got out on the streets where the real people are. And got out on the streets where the real people are. And got out on the streets where the real people are. Well, I'm surviving. So somebody lied, right? Somebody lied. And that's what your town is full of, thieves. High-class thieves, and I'm sick of them. I want them out of my business and out of my life and out of my face. And if they don't get out of my face, a lawsuit is on their face. It's going to be on them completely until they're not in this town no more and they be completely removed. I don't feel like they have any right to jump up in my business. They have no business in my business. They have no right telling me nothing. I'm grandmother. I don't need their advice. Nothing. 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 And I want them out of my business. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they believe. I don't care how they fucking feel. I'm just sick of them. It's just angering that I have to put up with their crap. They ain't got nothing better to do than to answer the phone and wreck people's lives. Why is the city paying them anything?
Nobody checks up on that.
Nobody checks it out, right? Nobody checks it out, right? Nobody checks it out, right? Well, we need to have somebody to go in there and fully check in what's going on. Those kids in there, the little infants and the baby children that are walking, they need so much more than what they're getting. When they get in the building, they got to go downstairs and play. They can't come out in the main population of big people. They got to go downstairs and play in that dark room down there, which is supposed to be their playroom. That's where they be all day long. And that's worse than criminal. Worse. But nobody comes out and tells what goes on in that ABC place because they are afraid. But I'm not afraid. And I need somebody to go in there and check that out. Now, I know they're going to lie up a storm. They've been lying up a storm ever since I've been there.
Well, they need to take them by surprise.
Exactly.
Not ahead of time.
Exactly. Don't call at all. Just walk on in. You have the right. The city is facilitating that building. They have the right to go in any time they want. They cover up a whole lot of crap that goes on in that building.
They could do it on behalf of the churches, too. The other ones...
Oh, yeah, they're letting the church be in it, too, and the church is going to get their fingers slapped. They're going to get their hands beat up, too, because of the fact they got their hand in it. And it's sick. It's really sick. It's a discredit to your city. It is. It's a discredit. It's the same to all of these companies that are out there working their fingers to the bone, that are giving them donations, free donations, no money, all the tax is already exempt on the merchandise that they give them, and they just take it and let it sit in a big closet, a hot closet, and it gets so old you can see bugs running through it, and then you're going to eat that for a meal, and if they don't want to have a cook to come in to cook for you, you got to eat that old stuff that they have still in the freezer. You gotta eat that. That ain't very healthy. That ain't very healthy. People throw the garbage in the garbage can, and that's garbage. You know what I'm saying? That's garbage. And that needs to be investigated by every food place there is in your town. And I'm telling it openly because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
So are you gonna hang out somewhere tonight?
God is going to provide for me because I trust the Lord. I am looking to God. God has been good to me. God has always made a way. It's like He told me to leave my house and home that I had, the little apartment I was living in, and to come into this city as He brought me all the way here on the Greyhound bus. Hey, God will provide for me. And I have a little sign that says, in the bank, I should be able to take care of myself very handsomely. And I'm not going to let them take my income. I'm not letting them try and make an invalid out of me and make me look stupid like they are. I'm not going to do that. I don't need them to control anything of mine. Nothing. 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 They need to be controlled and realize that pretty soon somebody's going to die in that place because of the fact that the handling of the food is not right. The food that they eat sometimes, they've been in there 2 or 3 days in the freezer. And that ain't a good idea to eat all that crap. And there's not only women eating it, but children too. And the government needs to go in there and go from top to bottom and see what is happening. Because it's not right what is happening.
They need to make a price.
If they don't, they're going to kill everybody in the house. And everybody in Asheville is going to be responsible because they didn't go and see. They didn't go in there and they didn't pay that close attention of how the handlers were handling it. They tell you to go out there and do this and do that because they don't want to get caught. But listen, that's the time they need to get caught so that they can be able to do it right or not do it at all or get the hell out of business and let somebody else do it. Take a chance on it. The church is doing a horrible thing. They're doing a horrible job. They don't really give a damn about what's happening to our stomach. My stomach right now, you see how big my belly is? That ain't no natural slobber. That's from that old garbage they've been feeding us. I don't know who the people are that fix the food. I don't know if they're HIV positive or not. I don't know if they have had a medical checkup or not. I don't know if they're clean. I don't know if they're clean. I don't know if they're clean. I don't know if they're doing drugs and putting drugs in the food. I have no idea. I can't even tell. Whoever she wants to do it, she sends them in that kitchen and they lock the door so nobody can get in, and then they do whatever they damn please. And that's the way they've been running. Get that one? So that's the way they're running their business. That's supposed to be good, clean, decent business. How do I know? How do I know? I'm the one consuming it. How do I know it's clean?
You're supposed to trust them.
I ain't gonna just trust you because you're in there. I don't trust you. I'm checking you up and down every time you go in there. You got the door locked. I can't see in there what you're doing. How do I know you're clean? You're gonna be rubbing in your ass. I don't know. Right? 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 You're gonna be putting all kind of germs into my food. Right? 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 And that's all what I have to live on. And they make you think, oh, you're doing a wonderful job. Oh, this is this way, and this that way. And it's not that at all. It's not that at all. The church come in and they bring in food. They try and bring fresh food in. But I don't know how old that's been before they brought it in. And I don't know who cooked it. And I don't know if they've had a test or not, if they've been checked for HIV positive. I don't know if they're spreading the disease and sending it on to the next generation. I have no assurance, and no one else does either. because the health department has not put a hook in their nose and made sure that that wasn't happening. Right.
So then we need to have a surprise visit.
So everybody needs a surprise visit with the health department with a little fine-tooth comb going in there and making sure that everything is perfect. Because it's not perfect. I guarantee you, start from the kitchen. Start from the kitchen. Food in there that's been sitting in there for months. And they're eating it. That's the only thing they have to eat. And they're saying, oh, we're so thankful to have this. Well, what for? You gonna kill yourself? Am I thankful to die for somebody else? I'm not dying for nobody. Am I thankful to die for somebody else? I'm not dying for nobody. Am I thankful to die for somebody else? I'm not dying for nobody but me. I'm not going to eat the slop they're giving me. I don't know how clean it is. Just because it looks good doesn't mean it is.
That's true.
This is true. So I want somebody to go in there and do a thorough job. Because you owe it to the community. You owe it to all these travelers that are going through. You owe it to the community, to Asheville, period. Because there are a lot of people here that live here, and their families are counting on you. Counting on you. And if you do a screwed up job, they're gonna blame you for it. They're gonna be in your face right on television. They're gonna be in your face right on television. They're gonna be in your face right on television. They're gonna be in your face right on television. They're gonna be in your face right on television. They don't mind because their family, they love what they do. Because you didn't check. And I want them to check. I want them to get in there and find out what is going on. Because they're doing a lot of sneaky, dirty stuff. Yeah. I don't need them. I just hung out with them because I wanted to help them. But when I got in there and found out that they were just lying and cheating and doing everything that they were big enough to do and fixing it and making it look nice when the people come in to help them improve the building, then I found out the real truth. Then I found out the real truth. Then I found out the real truth. Found out the real truth. I don't know how many times they wash their hands. I don't know if they are clean or not. I have no idea. The city should take the food over. The city, they have places in this town where they could have the meal cooked, delivered to them. Could they not?
Yeah, they could.
Then you would guarantee they would have a good meal. But you don't have that. And it needs to be done, and if they don't hurry up and do it, some suits are going to come out. Somebody's going to get sued, and I'm going to be the first one online. I'm going to be the very, very first one to sue that place. Because they're not doing what they could do as much as they could do. And actually the work that is getting done, the people that live there, are mandatory that they do it. And some of those people are not able to do it.
They're not trained to.
Huh?
A lot of them aren't trained to do it.
No, they're not trained. They don't even know what's going on. They're just trying to follow everybody else. And before you know it, somebody's going to get hurt. And before you know it, somebody's going to get hurt. And before you know it, somebody's going to get hurt. And I'm tired of being the one. I'm not going to be the one. I'm not going to sit there and be a doc for them, and then they try to tell me I'm the one that's crazy. I think they better turn that lie around. And I want you to make sure that I get on the radio, television, or wherever you're going to take it. Are you going to do it?
We're going to try to, those minutes tomorrow, try to get them through out there as a surprise. We're not going to call ahead of time.
Oh, you're going to go by surprise?
Surprise.
You're going to take your news meter out there and look under the beds and in the closets and in the kitchen and on the shelves and in the refrigerator and on the stove and inside of the stove and under the stove to make sure that it's right?
We can call and have an inspector come with us and make it a surprise visit.
Well, you need to get it going. Because if you don't, somebody's going to die in that building, and it's everybody's responsibility because you failed to do anything. You failed to do anything. And I want to see it done. I want to see him live a real, true, healthy life. I don't want to see nobody die in there. I kind of love those people in there. I just want them to be able to have something that they can stand on in black and white that they can say that they're clean. And that has been checked by the government.
Well, every restaurant is checked for sanitation. Why should I?
That's right. All the shelters need to be checked. Every single one of them need to be went through, taken apart, tore them open, and go in there and look at it and see is it worth looking at. Every one of them need to be done that way. And like you said, by surprise.
Because if you call them ahead of time, they'll pretty up.
Oh yeah, they do every time.
And they'll put certain people out in the public.
And not only go through the business, the place where people live, but go through the office and see all the dirt she's doing. Go through the office and go to the social workers' offices that are downstairs because they're creating so much shit it ain't funny. And they need to be double, triple checked. They need to be checked out to make sure they ain't got no warrants of arrest. Those things need to be checked out. They got to find out that they're not a criminal of some kind, and that they ain't robbed nobody nowhere, and that they don't have their name on doing no forging checks and stuff, because they probably have. And nobody would know. Nobody. It needs to be thoroughly done. And I'm asking the city of Asheville to do it. I'm demanding that something be done, emergency, immediately done. Because if you don't, you're going to have some people in there that's dead. And they probably will not report it because they got a big ditch over there. And that big ditch could bury a lot of people. Did you know that? In the back of the building?
Oh, really?
In the back of the building, a little big back there where they smoke cigarettes. They could throw you across in that ditch, and nobody would know you was in there. And that needs to be evaluated. All of that needs to be looked into. And I'm telling you that I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. Absolutely the truth. They want to get something started, we'll get it started. Because they haven't been doing right and they haven't been treating people fairly at all. And I'm tired of sitting on needles and pins wondering really what is going on. Wondering really what is going on. Wondering really what is going on. Who's running what? I don't know. And I want it evaluated. I want it checked out. I want to make sure that they get the real red carpet treatment.
Everybody, make noise!
The red carpet treatment. That means it's the one where you go there and maybe rub on the floor and see if you got any dirt on it, you know what I mean? They particularly even they're so good. They're doing so well because they're doing a lot of dirty stuff. And half of it is being done inside of the office. So they need to go into that office and check that office out real good. They need to be done. I mean, these are things you guys are not doing. These are people's lives. These are things that need to be checked out. Nobody does anything. They take the girl that runs the place. They take her word for everything. Everything. And the church is footing the bill. And the church don't go there and check nothing out. They don't go there and try and look at none of the rooms, see how the beds are made up, how the floors are swept up, how the windows are clean, how the curtains are in the room, are they up or down, or are they really getting some real comfort in there or not? None of them go in there and check. Only thing they take in teacher's word. Nowhere else. They go through they eat up what she says like a hot cake. And they don't go and see is it true or not. The only thing they do, that's what they do. They don't go in there and look for themselves. You need to look high and low and see if it's really real like they claim it is, because I can guarantee you it's not. I can guarantee you it's not.
Okay, let's see if we can get approved first thing in the morning.
You need to go there with the television company, with some news people in there, The people in there that will get a little white rag and run it across or whatever they want to run across and make sure it's really like they claim it is. All the good stuff goes into Dietrich's office. Dietrich and what is that other girl's name? That's helping run the business.
I'm sure they change hands for all.
Oh yeah. But you need to look into that. It needs to be checked because the government is sponsoring it. The churches are sponsoring it. The churches need to know for sure that these people are really doing that and they don't really know what goes on in there. And they're taking them for granted. And I think they need to be stopped. They're taking people's money off of them as much as they can get from them as quickly as they can get it before anybody checks to find out what is going on. You understand? That's what I think needs to be done immediately. Really, I do. I don't care about what they think about me. It doesn't matter because I don't belong to them. I don't belong to them. But I see more than I talk about. I see more than I talk about. I see more than I talk about. And those maggots worry the hell out of me. When I see a whole big garbage can with maggots working in that trash can, hey, my hair stands up on my head because I know what that means. I ain't no fool. I may look like one, but I'm far from one. And that needs to be dealt with. The health department need to go in there and check everyone that's been in that kitchen trying to cook. Every single one. And everyone that has been in that bathroom, how many really cleaned the bathroom? They need to be watched. Because we don't know. Because we don't know. We don't know. If you could, from morning to night, if you could see all the work those girls do, and they get not one dime behind it, you would be shocked. And the city got to give them an account for that.
Oh, come on.
They need to give an account right away. Because if you don't, somebody's going to die in there. Or if they do die in there, they're going to throw them overboard so nobody will find them.
Is there any air conditioning in there?
Yeah, there's air conditioning in there, but the fact remains they do it just to torment somebody when they do turn it on. Yeah, they make it look like it's a real good, respectable place until you actually go in there and just really look under the thing real too. Real carefully, you find out it's not what it looks like. When I've done that, we got all these big bulldaggers trying to turn our young people on to homosexuality. You be laid in your bed, going to sleep, trying to rest, and you wake up with somebody else in the bed with you. And that's been going on for a while too. And they haven't did nothing about that. And that needs to be called to somebody's concern. If they're going to train them how to be lesbian, then they let them get outside and do that. Not inside of this building where people are trying to get their life together and they're trying to get their stuff together and trying to be able to give back to the community. Give back to the community. Give back to the community. Because those memories are not going to ever go away. They ain't never going nowhere. And I've lived amongst those low-down dirty snakes for a whole month and some. And I'm tired now. And I feel like it's time now. You're telling me now. Go in there and go through that place with a fine-tooth comb because they are doing a lot of dirty stuff and they're hiding it. They're hiding it. Oh yeah, they sit there and play like, oh, we're not doing nothing. We're not doing nothing wrong. You see it's clean in here. You know this is that and that is that. We got somebody in the kitchen. They got the door in the kitchen locked. So you can't go in the kitchen and see what kind of sloppy deal they're doing putting your food together. They're putting it, snuffing it together. You don't know what they put in it. I have no idea. I can't even imagine. And when I go and get it, I get heartburn like I never had before. It tells me that something is wrong going on. There's worms in the pot. And I'm sick of it. I'm not a dog, and I'm a person, and I feel like I need to be treated And everybody in there needs to be treated with greatest respect. Right?
That's definitely.
And that's what I want to see done. And I want you to play it so they can hear it. I'm not going to hide. I'm not hiding behind anything. I'm telling the honest to goodness truth, a story that never has been told.
Now I got to tell everybody.